The all-side arthroscopic meniscus repair utilizing the meniscal cinch. This demonstrates the meniscal cinch with its pistol grip handle and the metal cannula that can be easily inserted into the joint. The end of the metal cannula has black markings in 2 mm increments that can be used to measure the distance of the tear from the periphery of the meniscus. The depth stop can then be adjusted based on these markings, again in 2 mm increments from 8 to 18 millimeters. This shows the best way to hold the pistol grip with the needles 1 and 2 held between the thumb and index finger. As you're inserting the device across the meniscus resistance, you can turn your hand side to side and rotate. This will help you to push the needle through the meniscus tear. Once the first needle is pushed through, you will pull it out and then lock the second needle in place by pushing down on it. You'll advance the second needle and you can pull on the suture to pull the slack out. You'll then advance the second needle through and again pull the entire device out at this point and pull tension on the suture, and the pre-tied knot will secure itself, and then you're going to push and cut the knot. This video demonstrates a posterior horn meniscus tear in a patient undergoing a concomitant ACL reconstruction. The camera is in the ipsilateral portal and the probe is in the contralateral portal. We're going to first use a rasp to remove the fibrous tissue from the tear. This could also be done with a shaver. The scope will then be moved to the contralateral portal and a probe in the ipsilateral portal. The meniscal cinch is inserted down along the probe, and the initial suture is going to be placed on the superior surface of the posterior horn. This is a vertical mattress suture. The first needle is being inserted across the tear. Now we're going to go over the top of the tear and insert the second needle. Once the second needle is advanced across the tear, the second needle and the cannula will be pulled out of the joint, and tension will be applied to the suture to tie down the knot, which will be seen right there going into the meniscus tear. Now that we've placed several on the superior surface, we're probing the meniscus, and we can see that there's still some instability on the inferior surface. So now with the scope in the contralateral portal, the cannula is inserted over the probe, and we're going to place a vertical mattress suture on the inferior surface. The needle is extended beyond the cannula in order to pierce the meniscus, and we're going to advance that forward by rotating gently as we advance the needle across the tear. First needle is pulled out and the second one is locked into place. Now we're going to turn the cannula 180 degrees to protect the needle from the meniscus, and we're going to go into the capsule and advance the second needle forward. And then once that's been pushed through, we'll pull the entire device out, pull tension on the suture, the knot will tie down, we'll cut the knot, and this will result in a secure repair of a posterior horn meniscus tear with superior and inferior sutures.